The following is a paid program.
Welcome to your Central Iowa home with Misty Soldwish from RE/MAX Innovations. Brought to you in part by Country Financial, Laser Electric and Plumbing, Ameriserve Radon Mitigation of Iowa, Right Way Home Inspections, Miller Pest and Termite, the Simmons Mortgage Group and Wintrust Mortgage, and the Misty Soldwish team, the #1 RE/MAX home selling team in all of Iowa. Here's Misty.
Welcome to your Central Iowa home. I'm Misty Soldwish from RE/MAX Innovations, and I lead a top-selling, innovative real estate team here in Central Iowa and the #1 RE/MAX team in the state. Whether you're looking in the suburbs, the city, or an acreage in the country, my team and I have the experience and knowledge necessary to pair home sellers and buyers together for the right opportunity. Here on your Central Iowa home, we'll talk with some of our neighbors that represent many of Central Iowa's finest businesses. You'll learn a few tips about things to look for when you're buying a new home, things you may want to take care of before selling your home, and if you're planning to stay in your home a little while longer, things to help make that house a home. This week on your Central Iowa home, we'll have Rob Keller from Country Financial with the things you should know insuring your home, Jerry and Jesus from Laser Electric and Plumbing, and Kelly from Ameriserve Radon Mitigation of Iowa to teach us what we should do about radon in our homes. We'll be right back with Rob Keller from Country Financial, right after this.
Country Financial wants to know, do you feel in control of your financial future?
No.
Sort of.
But I have the desire to be in control of my money.
I need a plan.
At Country Financial, our goal is to work with you to lay out a step-by-step plan of insurance and financial solutions to help you regain control of your financial planning, to help you own your future.
Understanding is empowering.
In Central Iowa, Country Financial's Rob Keller will help you own your future. It's starting to get cold, and you're not the only one that wants to stay warm. Mice and other rodents might find their way into your home. You don't want them, so call Miller Pest and Termite. Those creepy, crawling things, spiders, ants, and other bugs, Miller will help control them too. Winter, spring, summer, fall, just give Miller Pest and Termite a call. 518-8864. They'll get rid of those pests inside and outside your home. Learn more at millerthekiller.com. That's millerthekiller.com.
I'm here with Rob Keller from Country Financial. Rob, tell me a little bit about your background and how you got into the business.
Yeah, well, thanks, Misty, for allowing me to come and speak with you today. I live on an acreage just outside of Indianola with my wife, Sarah, and our 9-year-old son, Aiden, and I run the Country Financial Indianola office, which is located just outside of, or just off the Indianola Town Square. I joined Country Financial in 2006, and I've just starting my 11th year in business. Not many people know this, but Country Financial is actually a group of insurance and financial service companies that started way back in 1925. I guess the reason why I got started in the business really goes back to my desire to serve families. I guess it's my goal to, when I'm working with a family, to look at their real capital and their human capital, and to make sure that I'm protecting those two components against liability lawsuits, wage garnishment, death, and disability. And I do that through passionate, relationship-driven planning. I strive to help my clients grow their real capital so that it'll one day exceed their human capital, and thereby creating a retirement and legacy that they desire.
Oh, that's great. So what are some things that homeowners need to know when they're looking into homeowners insurance?
Yeah. Homeowners insurance is just one of the products that we provide at Country Financial. It's very important for homeowners to understand that there's many different components to a homeowner's insurance policy. So that's why it's important for a homeowner, whether they are currently living in a home or looking to purchase a new home, to sit down with a financial representative and actually go over their policy and understand the different deductibles, the different coverage, the different endorsements that they need on their policy. And it's my job as a financial representative to make sure that I help the client understand those things and plan accordingly so that when a loss does occur, they're ready to go.
Why are so few homeowners prepared when it comes to that?
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of homeowners are unprepared for that. They're unprepared in the insurance industry, I guess, as a whole, or under the insurance subject as a whole, just because of the fact that they don't do a lot of planning. And I know, I think you would agree that a home is a person's most valuable asset, usually the most valuable asset. And unfortunately, so many people fail to plan how to protect their home against the what ifs in life. There's so many different what ifs, and when one of those what ifs actually do occur, they're left wondering whether or not they're going to be able to recover from what just happened. It's my job, again, to look at those what ifs and to sit down with the clients and the customers and their families and figure out, hey, if something like this does happen, what are we going to do in that situation, and to provide real life solutions to those what if problems. Again, once they have that plan in place and that policy in place, then they can have the peace of mind that they deserve.
Right. So what are some of the things that they don't realize they need to have coverage on?
Yeah, there's a lot of different components on a homeowner's insurance policy. When you look at a homeowner's insurance policy, you need to know whether or not you have the correct structural coverage, the amount of structural coverage on your home, just in case there was a total loss on the home. Also, how are your detached buildings covered? Another major thing, I think probably one of the most important things that a lot of families ignore, is just the amount of liability insurance coverage they need to have. And that's going to be different for every family. And it's just as easy as a mathematical formula to figure out how much they need. Also, they need to know how their belongings need to be covered, how they want that cover, what kind of coverage they actually want on those things, and then if they need special coverage for items such as firearms or jewelry or computer equipment.
So what is a guaranteed replacement cost coverage? What does that mean?
Yeah, guaranteed replacement cost coverage is something that Country Financial, we're one of the few companies out there still that offer this type of coverage. A lot of companies will provide coverage up to a certain number. So if your home was worth $100,000, and a lot of companies might cap that at $100,000, or some might go above by 120%, so it would be covered for $120,000. Country Financial provides coverage that's guaranteed replacement cost coverage on a structure of a home. So it says, regardless of the policy limits on a policy that are set forth, we're going to provide coverage in that amount. So your home undergoes a severe loss, a tornado hits the home. For instance, when Katrina hit several years back, all the supplies, building supplies, labor went south to the southern portion of the United States to take care of those families in need, which left families here kind of in the lurch in a way, because all of a sudden, if they had a claim in the middle of winter, all of a sudden it cost a lot more to replace their home because they needed labor back here, materials were back here. So it was a supply and demand type of a thing.
So able to protect that then. So everything available online now, what's wrong with someone just going online to get a quote?
Well, that's convenient and it's easy, but that's where mistakes happen. And just like any industry where, you know, I wouldn't go out and try to buy a home without probably seeing you first. You know, I'd want to have you as my real estate agent, and to make sure that I understood, hey, Misty was going to represent me in this situation. If I needed a plumber, I'm not going to go under my sink and try to do it myself. I'm going to hire somebody. I feel like it's very important to work with an expert in the industry, and that goes with homeowners insurance, financial planning, anything that you need. As a homeowner, you should probably seek the expert's advice on those things.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, thank you so much, Rob. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Misty.
Wonderful information.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Up next is Jerry and Jesus from Laser Electric and Plumbing.
I've had this big problem.
Big problem.
Really big problem.
Electricity.
I don't do electrical.
Scares me to death.
And it scares me to death.
Who did I call?
Laser. Laser.
Laser Electric and Plumbing.
Laser got everything working great.
Clean cut.
Friendly.
Same-day service.
They're always on time.
I trust them.
For anything electrical and plumbing.
Laser Electric and Plumbing.
24/7laser.com.
They know their stuff.
Trust the Simmons Mortgage Group at Wintrust Mortgage for all of your home financing needs. Our team of experts will guide you through all the stages of the mortgage process while providing world-class customer service. We take pride in educating buyers on all available options so that you can make an informed decision that will best suit your unique situation and meet your financial goals. Call us at 225-6935. At the Simmons Mortgage Group, we understand that it's much more than a mortgage. It's your home.
I have Jerry and Jesus here from Ycih Electric and Plumbing. Jerry and Jesus, tell me a little bit about your company and the history.
Well, Ycih Electric and Plumbing has been in business for about 13 years. We've been serving the Des Moines metro area for that time. We offer our customers plumbing and electrical service. We base our service on our core values.
Nuestra compañía cumple y supera las expectativas a nuestros clientes.
Tell me a little bit about your employees.
Our employees are great, both on both sides of the fence, plumbing and electrical. We have licensed professionals. We use licensed professionals on every project, big or small.
So, is your approach that you assess a problem and fix it, or do you do preventative maintenance with your customers?
We do both. We do both preventative and assess the issue, what we're being called out for. So like in a selling home situation, we have the inspector's report. We address that first. If we see other issues, we'll bring that up to our customer and let them make an informed decision.
So give me some examples of things that you educate the customer about.
We educate them on, GFI protection, where it's required. It's required near water, outside garages, anywhere you're going to use an extension cord or near a sink basin. We also educate them on, yellow CSST gas line. This has become an issue in the recent years. When this was first put on in the market and got more widely used, the potential hazards came with that.
That's something I hear a lot when someone's going through the process of selling their home. They say, I didn't have any issues with this. This is the way it was built. What's changed with that?
What's changed with that is that the local building codes and electrical codes have changed to say, we need to improve the grounding or bonding features that this gas line does not carry.
Okay. Do all electrical outlets need to be GFCI protected? Is that something that's important? Are there any other safety concerns with electrical that need to be considered?
With GFI protection, like I said before, it's when it's near water, like kitchens, bathrooms, basements, outside stuff where there's a potential of the person getting shocked. These devices protect people from getting shocked. Does every outlet need to be GFI protected? No. Like in bedrooms and living spaces, they're not required.
Are there certain types of electrical breakers that someone needs to be cautious about?
There are a few on the market that aren't readily available, and one of those is called a Federal Pacific or an FPE breaker. These breakers do not protect your home the way they were designed to. These are obsolete. We can still get these breakers, but it's still recommended by most inspectors and most electricians to have these changed out to a more modern circuit breaker.
Okay. A lot of people are handy, and when something comes up, they think, maybe I should just try it myself first before I have a professional come in. To save money. Is that sometimes okay to do?
I would say, sometimes it's okay to do. Something small, something that they're comfortable doing. But I think when people they call us and they ask, well, how do I do this? That's probably a red flag saying that they don't know how to do that. Then definitely call a licensed professional to at least give them an option on what we can do for them. And then they can make a decision if it's, if they can save some money or not.
Okay. Are there any other safety concerns that a home inspector might not see that is important that a homeowner knows about?
Well, the home inspector comes in and takes a broad overview of the entire home. The roofing, the plumbing, the heating, the electrical. He's putting his eyes on what he sees. Whereas professional tradesmen like plumbing or electrical or roofer, they're specialized. They know what to look for. They know where the nooks and crannies are. And we can, solve those issues for that customer.
Right. What's the difference between older hot water heaters and the more modern ones, and when does someone know that it needs to be replaced?
Well, in our professional opinion, you know, a water heater will last 7 to 10 years based on the contents in the water, the mineral content. If a person has routine maintenance done on their water heater, that water heater could last, you know, well beyond 10 years. But the key thing is the maintenance on that water heater, getting it drained, getting it flushed, getting the sediment out of the bottom of the tank. As far as new water heaters, yeah, they are more efficient. They will save you money in the long run. Even though the initial investment is a little bit high, let's say, in the long run it's going to save you money.
Sure. So is there anything that we should be aware of in regards to smoke detectors or carbon monoxide detectors?
Sure. The smoke detectors and the carbon monoxide detectors you mentioned, I mean, that's probably the biggest safety component in our homes if there is a potential fire or smoke to get us out. People they may not know that until they've had a fire.
Right.
Okay. As far as there's many options for those smoke detectors, you know, there's a hardwired with a battery backup, there's battery only, there's interconnected smoke detectors, there's also wireless interconnected smoke detectors. So there's a lot of different options and solutions we can give our customers.
Right. So do you deal with mostly small electrical and plumbing jobs that people call about, or do you do larger projects as well?
We do larger projects as well. You know, a larger project to us would be, let's say an electrical part would be changing out a panel. It's called a code update. That process takes, you know, can take up to a week or so. It's bringing the home up to a minimum standard which the city requires.
Is there anything else important that customers need to know about what makes Laser different?
I know that what makes Laser different is our core values. You know, we treat our customers and their homes with the utmost respect. We give them solutions on what we can do, not just here is the price to fix it, take it or leave it. We follow up, our office staff follows up with our customers, make sure that they're happy and they're happy with the service. You know, we follow up with them as well. We offer 100% satisfaction service. If someone is a little apprehensive on when we're done, we'll address that. If there's an issue, we will take care of it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Jerry and Jesus, for your time. Great information about Laser Electric and Plumbing. Next up is Kelly Foley from Ameriserve Radon Services.
Iowa has a radon problem. 5 out of 7 Iowa homes have dangerous levels of radon. Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in the U.S., and the entire state of Iowa is considered at high risk for radon in homes, according to the EPA. Ameriserve Radon Mitigation can help. Our professional team can test your home's radon levels and help remove this deadly gas. We're fully licensed and insured, and offer a 200% guarantee. January is Radon Action Month. Take action now. Call Ameriserve Radon Mitigation today.
Because buying your new home is one of the most important decisions of your life, you need a thorough evaluation by a certified home inspector. You need Adam McCarty from Right Way Home Inspections. Adam's a licensed electrician, and after gaining certification, has taken continuing in-person and online education. From the basement to the attic and all floors in between, you'll get a comprehensive report including photos and video. Get your home inspected the right way with Adam McCarty from Right Way Home Inspections. Find Adam online at rightwayhi.com.
I'm here with Kelly Foley from Ameriserve Radon Mitigation of Iowa. Kelly, tell me a little bit about Ameriserve.
Sure. And Missy, thank you for having us. One of our jobs is to educate Iowans on the health risk of radon. So really appreciate the opportunity. So Ameriserve, we've been around for about 7 years. We are a family-owned business, which I think always adds to certainly the passion to what we do. We have 6 state-certified radon measurement specialists, the individuals that test for radon. And then we have 3 state-certified mitigation specialists. They're the ones who go and install the mitigation systems. So our mitigators have a combined experience about 75 years, and their background is construction. And I think that really helps. It allows them to design the systems aesthetically pleasing, and as you know is really important to the clients. And we also have what I believe to be the best guarantee and warranties in the industry. We have a 200% money-back guarantee. So if somebody's not happy with what we do, Misty, we not only refund their money, but we pay to have a mitigation system installed. Now that has never happened, nor do I ever plan for that to happen. The other thing we do is we double the warranty from the manufacturer on the fan. So we have a 10-year warranty on the fan, and we also have something that we refer to as a lifetime warranty on our work.
So what exactly is radon and what makes it dangerous?
You know, it's a great question. So radon itself is a cancer-causing gas, and it is something that emits from the soil. Okay? So the reason it's dangerous is because it can cause cancer. So it comes from a breakdown of uranium in the soil. And Iowa just so happens to have a lot of uranium deposits in the soil, and so we thus have a lot of radon.
Is there a safe level of radon, and how do I know if I have it in my home?
Well, we don't refer to it as a safe level. It's a bit like cigarette smoking. You'd prefer to have somebody smoke 0 cigarettes a day versus 1 or 2, but the EPA has established an action guideline level of 4.0 picocuries per liter. So when we go and test, typically if the test suggests it's 4.0 or more, then that's when action is taken to reduce that level.
Why is it important to test your home when you're getting ready to buy or sell?
Well, first of all, a lot of times that's the only way to know what the level is. And a lot of buyers coming into a real estate transaction will want to know what the level is in the home that they're buying. And again, the only way to know is by testing.
So if I own a home and my neighbor next door tested their home and it was fine, does that mean my home's probably okay as well?
It really doesn't, and I'm so glad you brought that up, because so many times we'll have clients or customers call us and say, well, my neighbor had theirs tested. And that's a great thing, that if they're educating the neighborhood. But we have seen it. In fact, we did one recently. I'll give you an example. It came in at 89.1. That's quite high, as you know. We went ahead and did the neighbors because they found out how high their neighbors was. And when we tested their neighbors, Misty, it was 1.9. And so it really has everything to do with the amount of uranium in the soil under that particular home. So it varies greatly from home to home.
So what do you do to minimize or reduce the radon levels within the home?
Well, we install a radon mitigation system. And really what we're doing in that process, Misty, is we're cutting a hole in the actual slab of the foundation, okay, in the basement floor, if you will. And we sleeve a PVC pipe into that, and we evacuate it to the exterior of the home. The thing that does is it depressurizes the soil, and it thus vacuums, if you will, that to the exterior. So it takes it from within the home to the exterior atmosphere.
And so that's an effective method of getting it reduced?
It really is, yes. Depressurizing that soil and getting it to the exterior rather than having it held up in your home.
So how much does something like that cost versus the alternative?
Well, it does vary. However, a safe estimate would be between $1,200 and $1,400. There are variables that can make it slightly less and slightly more. The footprint or the size of the home certainly can really impact that. The presence of a crawl space. If we have to encapsulate a crawl space, that can add to the expense. But a really good range is between $1,200 and $1,400. And then, like we always say, you certainly get what you pay for. So at times you'll see specials being run for less than that. You just have to ask the right questions.
When someone has a mitigation system installed, is it expensive to run it?
Well, it's really not at all. The fan that we install is a low CFM fan, which means it pulls very little electrical. We have seen statistics that show it to be between $75 and $90 a year to run it.
Sure. Anything else important that we need to know about Ameriserve and the company and what your approach is?
Well, I think because we are family owned, again, it goes back to, we're very passionate about this. I am certified to do continued ed. We try to do things like this a lot, and we work with the Iowa Department of Public Health to educate. The thing about Iowa is it's the #1 state in the country for radon concentration. So our levels are very high. And so the big part of our job, like I said, is to educate the public, to let them know that it's a serious health risk in Iowa.
So there's radon detection kits in a store. Is that something that people can use?
They absolutely can. And they can also get one by contacting the Iowa Department of Public Health.
Okay.
They are fairly accurate. The one thing I will mention, Misty, about those is they are something that will need to, the directions will need to be followed very closely. We had one come in just the other day that was 0 from a lab, and we know better. There's no home that has 0. But what had happened is radon has a half-life, meaning that the longer it's exposed, the shorter it will, be accurate. And so the important thing to do is if you do a home test, get it sealed up, get it sent to the lab in a timely fashion.
This was fantastic information, Kelly. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Why do some homes sell fast for top dollar while others don't sell at all? I'm Barbara Corcoran, and after building the #1 brokerage firm in New York City, I learned one thing: hire the real estate agent with the best marketing strategy. In Des Moines and Central Iowa, Misty Soldwich. She attracts so many buyers. If your home doesn't sell on terms you agree to, Misty will buy it. Partner with the agent I trust. Go online or call and get your home sold.
Country Financial wants to know, do you feel in control of your financial future?
No.
Sort of.
But I have the desire to be in control of my money.
I need a plan.
At Country Financial, our goal is to work with you to lay out a step-by-step plan of insurance and financial solutions to help you regain control of your financial planning, to help you own your future.
Understanding is empowering.
In Central Iowa, Country Financial's Rob Keller will help you own your future.
I've had this big problem.
Big problem.
Really big problem.
Plumbing.
Ugh.
Yuck.
I don't do plumbing.
Who did I call?
Laser.
Laser Electric and Plumbing.
Laser got everything working great.
Clean cut.
Friendly.
Same-day service.
They're always on time.
I trust them.
For anything electrical and plumbing.
Laser Electric and Plumbing.
247laser.com. They know their stuff.
Iowa has a radon problem. 5 out of 7 Iowa homes have dangerous levels of radon. Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in the U.S., and the entire state of Iowa is considered at high risk for radon in homes, according to the EPA. Ameriserve Radon Mitigation can help. Our professional team can test your home's radon levels and help remove this deadly gas. We're fully licensed and insured, and offer a 200% guarantee. January is Radon Action Month. Take action now. Call Ameriserve Radon Mitigation today.
Thank you for watching Your Central Iowa Home. This week we spoke with Rob Keller from Country Financial, Jerry and Jesus from Laser Electric and Plumbing, and Kelly Foley from Ameriserve Radon Mitigation of Iowa. I'm Misty Soldwish from Remax Innovations. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, give me a call today.
Your Central Iowa Home with Misty Soldwish has been brought to you by the Simmons Mortgage Group and Wintrust Mortgage, Miller Pest and Termite, Right Way Home Inspections, Ameriserve Radon Mitigation of Iowa, Laser Electric and Plumbing, and Country Financial. For more information, email us at yourcentraliowahome@gmail.com.